Hi guys, it's Tara. Welcome back to Tara's Take. So today is Build a Junk Journal Day and we're going to be working on our altered book series. Yay! I'm liking this book. It's going to be fun. So this is where we left off. Now I wanted to mention, and I'm going to show you guys probably toward the end of the video, and that way I don't have to make you wait for glue or be paused or any of that. But there was one of you who commented to me, where are they going to journal? There's really no pages left now that you've torn out the pages between the pockets. Okay, so one thing I wanted to mention, and I had kind of answered her question, but I'm addressing it because if there's anyone else out there who has the same question. So I went ahead and glued this in on the inside cover. I just liked it there. But these pages that I left in the front and in the back, for one, are going to be able to be journaled on. Well, these aren't because I glued stuff on them, but like this could be this pocket if I left it, and I'm gonna paint this and paint this and this, or cover it in some type of paper, and those will be journaling spots. At the back of the book are more journaling spots. Okay, so these will all be painted, and I like to paint different colors. I know Tina uses, I've seen Tina use white and ivory a lot. There's a little bit of glue catching right here, I guess. So yeah, so these pages are all going to be journaling spots. Okay, and as you can see, there's quite a few of these in the back that I left for it. But I also intend to show you guys, in case you don't know how, to do tip-ins. And then some of these pockets will also, on the outside, will just be painted. There won't be any decorative ephemera going on them. So those will be journal spots as well. So the other day I hadn't done a tip-in in a while. So I went in here and I did one with a vellum envelope that I made. Okay, I haven't decorated it or done anything with it. I just wanted to show you guys how nice and firm it's in the book. Okay, and it's super easy to do, and because these crevices are so nice and deep where we've torn the pages out, it's going to be super easy to do tip-ins with any type of paper you want. You could do book pages, vellum, you can do envelopes, you can do cards, you can do anything you want that you want to stick in to the crease and add some paper throughout the book, okay, to write on. So I hope that answers the question, and it was a good question. And you could also just leave some pages between, like you asked about. I can't remember which one of you asked me right now. I think it might have been Natalie, but I'm not positive. And you know, you can continue to add or you can leave pages as you're tearing out. Say you tear out 8 pages, you can tear out 7 and leave 1 in between, or 2 in between, you know, and tear out 5. But the reason that we tear them out so much is because these pockets, as you can see, this book, just decorating it the little bit I have, is already puffing it out pretty big. It's going to be a gator when it's all said and done, because this spine only can be, you know, expanded to here. It's only 1.5 inches, maybe inch. So yeah, it's not a huge spine, and the book is already getting wider than the spine itself, see? So yeah. Anyway, I hope that answered your question, honey. And I am going to try at the end of the video to go ahead and do another tip-in with like a piece of paper instead of an envelope. I just did the vellum for fun because I got new vellum and I wanted to try it. So yeah. So we were right here. And I picked a couple of papers I liked to sit in this spot, and I wanted it to kind of be, I wanted it to be different, but I also wanted it to be grungy because this page is so grungy. But I was thinking, one thing I want to do before I lay down any paper or anything is I want to go ahead and just distress this edge, okay, so that it's nice and covered in case any of the paper were to show. It would be distressed, okay? And at first I was going to do this one, and then I was looking at this one, and I was like, huh, that one looks pretty cool. The color scheme looks pretty cool. But we could, you know, I don't know, we could do them next to each other too, if we wanted. I don't know yet. I'm thinking that maybe this one. I don't know. What do you guys? I wish I could hear y'all. I know one of you asked me again, somebody mentioned that if I did a live feed, I would be able to hear you guys and talk to you guys, you know, and see your responses. And you're right about that. But I am not set up for live feed yet. I'm just, my situation here is not set up for it. And also, I'm still getting up my nerve to do one. So I hope you'll forgive me and bear with me. I will someday do live. I promise. I know I will, because it'll be too fun not to do it someday. So, okay. It's more of a technical getting my nerve up too, actually, than it is to actually be talking to you guys. It's that learning how to do all this stuff has been, you know, it's challenging. It's challenging. It's like, I remember when I used to listen to Tina and she would talk about the fact that it was hard, you know, to learn how to do the links and how to do this and how to do that. I'm like, yeah, I can understand that. It can. It is. It's a little bit challenging for us, you know. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn. So I'm trying to get this like right there, but even if I do, it's still going to need trimmed. I'm going to take it over just a little bit and trim it. And then I'm going to bring, that's there. I secured that like in the, see how I did that? Oh, well, it didn't do it right. There. Okay, there we go. That's better. And I was going to run this, where's my bone folder? That'd be, I think, would be a good thing to use. I was trying to get this like that so I know where to fold this paper so that I can get it right down into that crease and still cover my my edge correctly and all that good stuff. So I think that these are going to be my cuts. I hope I am right. This paper is, this particular paper is from, I'm looking on my computer because I actually was just in here getting it. One of them is Tina, and the other one is called Berakalnik. And I'm not sure, it's Berakalnk Berakalnik is the name of the shop in Etsy. Okay, so that is where I got this particular piece right here. It's a very cool kit. It's all dark melody music, like the setting of it is all, you know, very gothic-y kind of looking. Not in a bad way either. It's just really cool, you know, looking colors, pretty colors and stuff. Very vintage, very, very vintage. I'm hoping this paper will tear for me. And if I really, let's see. Okay, and then, let's see here. All right, that's pretty good. Looks pretty good up here at the top. I'm just going to need to take a tiny little bit off of here to go over that edge. And the only spot I'm going to need to deal with is right here on the bottom. And now that I have it trimmed on that other side, this shouldn't be too difficult. Just need to get the right height. Okay, that's not wanting to cooperate with me. You know what? Maybe I go to, no, it matches right there. I think what I'm going to do, this is difficult at an angle like this, but it's going to be worth it. It'll look so pretty on here. What I'm going to do is go to the end and just crease this here at the edge of that paper. Right there. Not the bottom crease, but the top crease. Oh, don't rip. Don't rip. Okay, now I'm going to take my dauber and just kind of graze this edge so it's browned. I've been working on, you know, decorating so much stuff that I've actually probably got the ephemera for us to use to decorate the pages. It's mostly covering these pages and making sure they're, you know, covered correctly. This is still a little bit low, it looks like. I'm going to end up trimming this, I have a feeling. Okay, so now I'm going to use, instead of my art glitter glue, I'm going to use my tacky glue because I'm working in a bigger area. Like I've told you guys before, I don't particularly like to use the art glitter glue in large areas because it dries super fast. It just doesn't give me enough time to cover everywhere like the tacky glue does. So I like to just do it this way, and I'm not gonna, oh, this glue is gonna give me a hard time. I haven't used it in a couple days. Sorry, kids. You know what I could try? I haven't tried it. I'm gonna try it. No Run tacky glue. I just bought these the other day. Haven't really used them. And glue pen. Huh. Let's try this one and see. Let us see, huh? Okay. They're both Scotch, so I mean, I'm sure that they're good. I just thought they were kind of cool because they were in a different format, you know, than I usually use. I don't know how fast they dry, how slow they dry. I don't know anything about them. So we shall see. Okay. And I'll probably be pulling out my card to make sure things are down where they need to be. Oops, too high. Get back on there. That's pretty flush. See, we did that distressing, so I can pull that back enough that it shows on there and it's not too bad. Let's see. Oh, my cards are just, I need to clean these. And I'm just taking that card and running it down that center so it's really going into that groove, which looks nice. Oh, it's on perfect. Yay. I don't mind this little corner part here. It actually just adds character to it, you know what I mean? Now I'm going to go on the other side with a dry wipe and just kind of make sure, because it's easier to press on this side because of all the decoration over here. It was kind of bumpy. And I'm going to clean this off because I'm going to have to trim right there. Oops, darn it, that glue stuck through and got a little bit of the digi on that page. I'm just going to darken it. Good old distress, good old distress. Now I'm going to grab a pair of scissors and trim. I want to grab a pair that kind of already sticks because I don't like using my newer scissors on wet glue. And this actually would lip over. I wonder how it would look. I don't have to leave it there, but I'm just wondering. I kind of like that. Let's do that. Let's just do a little bit of glue so that'll stay down. And then we can just run that gold over the edge. I think that might look kind of cool. Just little touches like this that are, as you guys called them in one of my videos the other day, happy accidents that make you go, oh, that looks all right. That's pretty good. We like happy accidents, you're right. And then if we just run a little bit of that glue or the gold along that edge, that looks nice because it's so dark. Can you guys see that good? Here. So that's that paper that came up over the edge, and we just went ahead and went with it. Okay, so there's that page. We're going to cover this as well, but I am going to go ahead and distress since part of this is distressed. Plus, I don't think you can ever, you know, I like to make sure edges are done like this because then if, like I said, if I end up framing it or, don't rip it. If I end up framing it or, you know, turning it into something that the paper's not completely covering it or whatever, then it's got that aged grungy look around the edges and I don't have to worry about doing it later. So yeah, so that's how that's gonna look now. That's nice, right? Here, I'll pull it back just a little so you can see the whole thing. Okay, I think that looks pretty good on there. I wish you could feel this paper. It feels like kind of like suede. It's the coolest feeling paper. It's that matte photo paper. I love it. Okay, so I was thinking of what we could put here, and I was kind of looking through. I think this is too big for this book. Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking what would look too tall. What would look nice. She looks pretty on there. Maybe as a pocket. Yep, that's what I think she's gonna be. Oh, I love the back of this one though. That was a happy accident right there. I was playing with my sprays and just like tapping my paper into them to see what I get, and then I sprayed it with the mica spray, and yeah, I really like that. So I don't know if I'll use her or not because she looks great there, but I don't know if I want to cover that. Oh, they look good. Look at that. Oh, I'm going to put those guys, and I'm going to do it, and this is on the back, but it's okay. I'm going to do it as a pocket. A side pocket. Okay. All right. And I'm thinking that this stuff would look possibly kind of cool around this edge. Oh, I should have done that first, huh? Nope, I should have. That would have looked nice. It still would right there. Just have to bring it up above and then trim it off. Yeah, I think I'll put some of that on there. And I'm going to use this clear again because that seemed to work pretty good. Good old Scotch glue. Okay. Just gonna let that sit for a second. Oops, need to pull it in a little bit. Oh, darn it. I don't know if it's staying down quite quick enough. Like I said, I have not utilized these glues. I just purchased them a few weeks ago and they've been sitting in my thing and I haven't even touched them really. I think I maybe played with them once and that was it. The reason I'm saying that is because I don't want that to be wet for too long, and it feels like it might be wet for a minute. We'll see. This is a crafter's glue, and it's permanent. It doesn't really, I don't think it really says anything about how long. Yeah, it doesn't really say anything about how long it takes to dry, so we'll see, won't we? We'll find out. It still feels very wet, so bummer. Okay, now for this page that's alongside this, I was gonna say, how much of this do we only have that much left? Oh well, that's not enough. I mean, we could use it to accent. And maybe, would this one go with this at all? Like, would it look super bad over here or not? I think it just needs, I think the white notes need distressed a little bit. Yeah. Give that a little bit of distress on the white so that it's not quite so bright. I mean, I could print out another piece of that paper and just have it next door and use this somewhere else, but let's look at it after I get it distressed a little bit and see what we think. Okay. And I could do just a frame on this side instead of the whole thing. Not much, because that top, that little thumbnail there is really pretty close. Let's see here. I don't think it's horrible there. Actually, I think it looks kind of cool. And it's going to get covered in some way, you know. Okay. Trying to think of what paper I want to do a tip-in with. I was thinking of if I want to just do like a coffee dyed. I think I probably will like trim down a coffee dyed paper and use that. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this in, but I'm not going to use that clear glue. I'm going to make this thing work here for me. I'm going to grab one of my larger pins and get in there and clean it out. Let's see. There we go. That's better. That's better. Better. So what have you guys been up to? Let's see. What day is it? It's Friday. What do you got planned for the weekend? I don't have anything planned for the weekend other than hanging out with you guys and cooking for me and my hubby and watching some movies probably. My favorite, oh, this is leaking, I forgot to, I do believe I left the lid off a little bit. Yep, I sure did. Anyway, I am just going to do my norm, hang out with my girls, and do some crafting while my honey takes his nap. He earns it, let me tell you what. He's like, I nap too much. I said, no, you don't. You know, when we first got together, I was like, he naps too much. But, you know, it's just because I was missing him and stuff. But seriously, I've realized through the years, this man works so hard. He's, you know, if any of you have, like, men who do construction work or landscaping or farming or any outdoors work like that, you know, they really do work hard. And he's the type of guy that he doesn't take unnecessary breaks. He doesn't take a lunch either. His lunch consists, I make him a really good breakfast burrito every day, every morning for work. And then he eats a boiled egg, let's see, a boiled egg, a banana, and like a little fruit bar from Trader Joe's. And then on the way home, he might have nuts. I always keep nuts in his bag, just in his box, just in case he gets hungry. And then he might eat those, but he doesn't eat those every day. But on the way home, he'll eat his pineapple. I give him a bag of pineapple, fresh pineapple. And that's what he eats every day. That's it. And so by the time the guy gets home, you know, he's tired, he's starving, you know, and not starving, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, he takes his naps. So that's our plan. We're gonna stay home. I'll probably do my little bit of grocery shopping Saturday morning, you know, do my thing, and then come home, get laundry finished, make lunch, and then after he goes to do his Bible study and things, I will sit in here with you guys, hang out with my friends. So I'm thinking that this could be kind of a cool tuck spot on the edge here with more music. Let's do this and see what it does. Let's just have a little look-see, shall we? I mean, we could use this piece because it's already, all we need to do is cut it. And not quite. It's a little, well, I cut it across like that, and then have a little corner pocket. Or we can do, we could do an upper tuck and a lower tuck. I like those. I do. I like those a lot. Let me see if I can take this from here and go at an angle and bring this up a little bit. I don't know that I'm committing to this, guys. I'm just trying it to see what happens. And then trim this tip off because it's overlapping my frame here. And I don't want it to do that. If we did this on the bottom, it would bring these two pages together, that's for sure. And then I do, let's see here, bring this up to about right there, and bring this over to about there. I don't know if this is going to look stupid. We'll see. For right now, I'm just trying to get an idea. Let me tuck this in. Trying to get an idea of where I would need to cut it. That's all. We could actually make this kind of the same by going like that. Yeah. Now, if it looks dumb, we won't use it. But if it's cute, we will. And we tried something new. I honestly never know what I'm going to be doing with you guys when I come on with this, you know, with these journals. Hardly ever. I mean, once in a while I'm like, okay, today I'm going to work on this. But even if I'm going to work on a particular aspect, I don't know what exactly I'm going to do with that aspect. So it's a surprise to me too. It's always a little bit of an adventure for both of us, for all of us. Yeah, so see, there we go. Something like that. I think that looks kind of cute. What do you guys think? Okay, I will have already glued it down by the time I see you, but I'll hear from you and find out what you thought. Okay. And this looks a little bit crooked. That's what I was looking at. It's just a little bit off. Didn't do too bad. I don't usually do well when I'm cutting on lines like that. I'm liking this because, like I said, it's kind of bringing the page together again, because it was these two different musics, you know, music backgrounds. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I like it. So it's bringing the two together and allowing this to match and not, yeah, I like it a lot, actually. I think it's gonna look really cute. And then we'll do a little decorating on these, you know, tuck spots, and put a couple of little cards up there eventually. Maybe not right this second, but we will. And it'll look adorable. Okay. All right. Okay, now to get this on here evenly is going to be the challenge. I had to stand up and make sure I do it right. Okay. I think it's kind of pretty. I hope you guys do. I always like it when we all like something. It's more fun that way. Oh, this paper is just luscious. Ugh. It's not that expensive either. I got it on Amazon, and I got 100 sheets for, gosh, it's been a minute since I got it, but I want to say it was like, oh, you know what? I shouldn't have. Oh, no, it's okay. I glued that because this one's it's open here. So, yeah, it's fine. But this one I'm going to leave open on the top as well, the bottom part. Believe it or not, I am not going to distress the back of the paper. It's on there so well, it's not going to really show. I know you're probably like, ooh, really? You're not going to distress? Tara, is there something wrong with you? No. Anyway, yeah, this paper costs, I want to say it was around either just over or just under $10 for the, but I don't know if I just got it on sale or what. It was a good deal. I remember that. So, and I was just trying it out. Now I told my husband, now that I know I like it so much, and even it impresses him. I've mentioned that to you guys before. He sees the pages that I print on it and goes, whoa. I mean, every time he sees that paper, he's like, oh, it's beautiful paper. You know, oh, that looks so cool. And I'm like, I know, right? It's the paper. So he knows that someday we're going to start ordering it. And I think I'm going to keep it on my subscribe and save so I have it. So there's those two pages. I like that. I like that one. Now this morning I did, oh, she's pretty. He keeps me singing. I did these little, I did, these videos are being done the same day. Yesterday's video, we did these cards. And I was thinking, I like her right there a lot. And it's about music, and this is music. Yeah, I think so. We're going to put that one down. But this time I'm going to use the hot glue gun, and I'm going to glue her down as a pocket. So there's going to be the tuck, and then there's going to be her. Should I do it on the outer part? I probably should, huh? Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want them to be able to tuck things in here from the inside so they don't fall out this time. Since it's not right up against the edge, if it were, it's because it's so close to this edge, I feel like it's more secure to put it on the opening on the other side. If that makes sense. I'll show you if it doesn't. What I'm saying is, I think that this is more secure to have this opening here over here than to have it over here, because this is so close to the side. And usually I glue my edges open because it's from the outside and people can get to it easier, but since this is not coming up against this edge, it won't matter. They'll be able to get into it. So there's the first piece for that page. Let's see, will not fit. What I might do on the bottom portion, what time is it, girls? Oh, we're good, we're good. Too big, okay. I'm always looking for places to use those. Oh my gosh, I love those so much. the the book page vellum pockets we made. Oh, I see why Gail was like, I'm addicted to these now. I am addicted to these. I could totally relate because I feel the same way. I just love them. Oh, they're so wonderful. I was thinking this would be a really cute card inside this pocket. That is definitely got possibilities. Or she's pretty. Could have her like that. Look at that. Beautiful. Isn't it fun what we do? It is. It's just so fun. Let me try to bring you guys in a little bit more so you can see for sure. Just so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, scrumdiddlyicious. I'll bring it out again just a little bit there. So yeah, we utilized that paper though. I'm really excited. We used, other than this little tiny bit, we actually used up that entire piece for that 2-page spread. So that's very cool. All right, now I'm gonna do a tip in because I don't want to forget. I'm gonna pause you guys for just a second because I want to pick the paper, okay? I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I picked this piece. This is from my kit, Children of the King, I believe. And I was gonna say, I'm looking here at a good spot where the paper will sit nice and flush. And I think I'm gonna do it here. This is a good spot for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fold it over. Yeah. And this will be, because it's cardstock, we can also end up doing some decorating on it because it'll be able to handle it in case, or we can leave it open for them to write on. I think I'll probably leave it as a journaling spot, simply because that's the whole point of doing these tip-ins, is adding back in some fun papers, you know. And like I said, you can do vellum, we can do music sheets. You can have so much fun with this. And I used the art glitter glue, but I've also used tacky glue to do this. And I'm just distressing this edge here. Actually, I'm gonna do all the edges because they're white. And then I'm gonna do the back. Okay. And we can even maybe do some stamping on the back so that, oh, I know what I'll use. I'll pull it out here in a second. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just, you can also spray it with some coffee dye. I just didn't want to really wait for it to dry. So I'm gonna do the brown. I think it'll be fine. The vintage photo. Okay. I was looking, when I had you guys on pause, I was looking back through the journal and this, or the book, the altered book, and it's coming out really pretty. I'm very happy with it. I was thanking the Lord. I was like, Lord, thank you for helping us to make it so beautiful. It's actually looking very nice. Okay, so now all you're gonna do, oh wait, I do want to stamp really quick. I wanted to show you guys this. I do this a lot, and I got this stamp. Oh my goodness, I don't know. I can't remember where I got it from. Probably Hobby Lobby. Maybe Joann's, but yeah, I didn't get it online, I know that. So I like to use this when, and it's got a rustic look to it, so it's kind of cool, but I like to use it when I want to give the person lines to write on. I'm gonna have to wipe this just a little bit. It's not wanting to stick, but I like to use this to give people lines to write on. That looks kind of cool. So, okay, there we go. All right, make sure it's nice and straight. There. Okay. And I think I'll do, where is it? I have, oh shoot, I think it's in my case. Nah, I'll just do brown. I was gonna grab the rusty hinge ink because it would kind of match the color scheme, but it's way over buried underneath some stuff over there, and I don't want to dig for it right now. I need to get a new one of these. I have used this up, I think, just about totally. I think I'm going to try to wet it a little bit, not with coffee. I started to hit it with some coffee. Okay. Just wetting that ink again a little bit, even though it's not water-based. I mean, okay, so now I'm just going to do some lines down the side here a little bit. Okay. Oopsie. There's that, and then now, real quick, I have this edging that'll look pretty, so it won't just be blank right there. I'm going to get a little bit fancy for a second, but it'll be pretty, so if I do it right. Okay. Oh, it's not sticking either. Shucks. Okay. There. All right. We're back in business. Back in business. All right. Now, I'm just going to put this on my leaves. I just started doing this recently, and I'm getting a little bit better at it. I was like, oh, I can't believe I never thought of doing that. And I'm sure there's somebody out there who does it better and who has a better method than me, but this thus far has worked okay for me. If you have a better method, feel free to let me know what it is. If there's like some, I don't know, some stamp sponge I can use that'll, you know, give me that nice effect, that'd be great too. I'm just gonna go right along this edge here. There, that's pretty, right? So we'll have a little writing spot for them. And it kind of, I do that with that, for one, it looks cute, but the other reason is because it identifies to the person who's bought the journal. This is the spot to write, you know? It kind of makes it obvious to them. So now we could put it in this way and have that this way, and then they turn the page, or this way and they'll turn the page. Either way is fine. I think I'll just do it this way. That's why I started. So now, the other day I went on the edge of my paper, which is what I usually do. But then I came back in and I added some to the crevice. I think it's totally up to you how you do this. This is just how I learned to do it, is just run it along this edge And you're gonna wipe. I mean, it's gonna have to be wiped, of course. But you're just getting it on this edge. And I know it seems like, how could that stay, you know, but it works. It does. If you use a good glue and you let it dry well. Like for that envelope, I let it dry all day and then closed the book later. You know, I just kept it off to the side. That's why I'm doing this at the end, because I'm gonna let this dry and I don't want it to be bothered, you know. So you're gonna evenly space it there, and you're gonna put it right into your crevice, okay? And then what I do is I run a dry wipe along this edge and that edge. This better work for me. You know, to be honest, I've never used cardstock. I've always used a thinner paper. So I was actually thinking the cardstock might do better. And then what I did the other day was I came back in and did a really thin line all the way along the edge on both sides. One side first, and you know, made sure that everything was pressed in right where you want it to be, and then I wiped that up, okay? Okay, and then I took it and did the other side. So because I'm right-handed, I'm moving my book around because otherwise I'll be off. Now see, you gotta be careful, make sure, yeah, it's making a liar of me already. Get it in there evenly. And you can also use your fingernail, okay, to kind of wedge it down into that groove that you want it in. Okay, and I'm going to put my fingernail along here and run that glue like that. Just trying to make sure you wipe it off the page so that they don't stick together. Okay. And now I'm going to leave it to dry. Mine's coming up a little bit, so I may have picked a bad groove, or it might be the cardstock. I don't know. Hopefully this is going to work, and I can come back next time and show you guys that it dried okay. Just hold it there and, you know, kind of let it sit for a second. Don't pull on it or anything. Make sure that the, you know, both ends are staying where you want them. Keeping the pages from sticking together is important. Like the page and the book page, you know what I mean? This corner's kind of wanting to come up. So and the art glitter glue dries really quick. You can also use, I'm sure you can use bookbinder's glue. I don't have any. I plan on getting some. It's on my list, it's on my wish list, because I really want to explore bookbinding a little deeper than I have up until now. I mean, I'd never had a reason to explore it before, and now I'm kind of like, okay, maybe I need to learn the real deal, you know? Because this side right here, it keeps kind of wanting to come up. So what I'm doing, I'm going to go ahead and do another thin line, but this time I'm thinking I'm going to let it sit. I'm going to hold it. Okay, so that's how you do the tip in. And like I said, I did the envelope the same exact way, and as you can see, it's in very good. Okay, and that's with the vellum. So it could be the thickness of the cardstock, but I think it's just because it's not dry yet. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, and I'm going to just stand here and hold this paper for a minute till it gets dry enough for me to let it go, and then I'm going to leave it alone. And oh, by the way, our edging dried just fine. That glue's completely dry now, so didn't take too long. I'm just used to art glitter glue. I think I'm going to add that over here on this bottom edge, and maybe up the top. I think probably just the bottom edge, but yeah. So I don't know if that's going to go there, but we will do more next time. I hope you don't. If you want me to move faster, let me know. I can do some of this by myself on off camera. I've just kind of been doing this one along with you guys, hoping that, you know, you enjoy it. If you do, let me know. If you don't, let me know. I want to know what you think, because you're my friends and you're my viewers, and I want to make you happy. So far this is doing okay. Yeah, it's sticking now. I can tell it's staying down. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful and blessed day tomorrow. Have a happy Saturday and Sunday. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow on the next video. I love you girls. God bless. Bye.